we've got the Deputy General Secretary, Courtney.
And I want to start by saying thank you to Camden NUT, Camden Unison, the Holborn and St Pancras Labour Party. The demonstration that I marched down on, 3,000 members strong on that demonstration, shows the way that the fight has to begin, that we've started tonight. This is a very good demonstration and it should give all of us some hope for the future. I want to talk about hypocrisy. I want to talk about the way the Tories talk about us. David Cameron says there is a sort of apartheid in our country between private sector and public sector workers over pensions. Let's talk about hypocrisy. When the ANC fought against apartheid, they were fighting to lift people's rights up, not to reduce them down. His allies in making that argument, the Taxpayers Alliance, are the representatives of the very companies which destroyed the private sector pensions in the first place. Then they demand that everybody else has their pensions reduced as well. It makes no sense. We have to fight for every private sector pension to be reinstated. We need private sector workers to have decent pensions too. It's hypocrisy as well, because they say private sector pensions have been destroyed, and it's not true. What's true is private sector pensions for poorly paid and middle paid workers have been destroyed. But if you're a managing director in the private sector, your pension is completely safe. They are just a bunch of hypocrites. They say we are all in the same boat together. There were a lot of people on the Titanic, but it depended which class you were in, what happened to you. If you were in steerage, you drowned. If you're in first class, you got off. It's the same thing now. Their cuts program is differentially affecting us 13 times worse for the 10% poorest in our country than for the richest. This is not all in the same boat together. This is an attack on poor, working class, middle income people, an attack on the whole concept of public services. The decisions they're making are the decisions you would expect from a cabinet where only 4 of them are not millionaires. These decisions are not based on economic necessity, but political choices. When they say they're going to stop the schools rebuilding program, but invest in their free market madness around free schools, you get the sense of where they're going, to destroy the public sector. When they say they want pupil premium, but when you know that what they're really doing is cutting back on free school meals, it's cutting back on educational maintenance, it's raising that cap on tuition fees so that to bring in the private sector into higher education as well. You see the truth of what they're doing. What we have to say is, what is the way to fight back? And as other people have said here tonight, I think we have to look across that short distance, across the channel. Our French cousins are showing us the way that we should behave. If we want to defend our welfare state, we have to be prepared to take action. Thank you.
Thank you.